Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Trapped in the South. Today is a what I like at Target video. So, I really like doing these because I can get just a lot of the things that I have seen in store and I'm able to like post the names of them and you guys can search them on the Target app or find them in store or what have you easier. So this is my third one. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So what I've been doing is, so like if I find something I really love, I've been scanning it and screenshotting it, and putting it in my favorites list so that like either I can buy later or I could do one of these videos or send it to whoever I think would really love these items. So in this first picture, my 8-year-old, well, actually, my 4-year-old loves blocks and loves Legos. And so she was telling me about that, and she got some for Christmas. Well, my 8-year-old ended up taking the book and like putting everything together. So I thought about getting some more Legos, and they had these really cool ones that you could make into flowers and whatever. Apparently, it's like a Lego thing going on right now. I've seen a lot of influencers talk about Legos and building like adults. And so I think it's like the new thing at the moment. The thing at the top, that Universal Thread Mini. So if y'all been watching this channel, y'all are well aware I love Universal Thread. It's my favorite line at Target. And they had a midi skirt that I have that's that leather and I went wild over. I wore it for my birthday. I love it. And so they came out with a mini version. Now, a year ago, 2 years ago, Future Collective had a pleather mini, and I bought it and I loved it. However, I couldn't do nothing with it. I wore it, I think, once, and I wore it recently. I wore it in October for Halloween, and I ended up giving it away afterwards because like the way that I'm built, it's not gonna work out. So I said we need to gift this to somebody who has less thighs and less booty than I do. So this next thing, I literally gasped when I saw it. I was walking down an aisle and it's just this huge, well, not huge, but big plush pillow for Valentine's Day. It's so cute. I'm actually really surprised that it is, dare I say, reasonably priced. Like, I'm not buying it until it goes like 50 or 70% off or when it goes to their cheap. But a lot of the times when you have stuff like this, they try to mark it up to $30 and $40, which I am never paying for. But I was really, really happy to see it, and it's soft and it's so cute. I love a hooded towel and the fact that it was like waffle knit. I thought it was really cute. I love mustard, and it had that middle one that is mustard colored. Okay, and then I saw in the shoe section, the Goodfellow, which is actually the men's brand, but it was in the women's section. Actually, I don't know if that really matters. But I saw those and they had my size in store and I almost bought them. But I'm also trying to do this thing where like if I don't need it, I'm not gonna buy it. They were $10. I don't need it. And I will see what happens when spring comes, if any of my spring sandals break or die, and then I'll go back and get it. But I don't need it at the time, so I did not buy it. All right, so in this one, we have two books, which I'm really excited about. I really like Jessie James Decker. I have a couple of her cookbooks, and so I was excited about this one. And also what I noticed, I actually purchased this. This one is a hardback book. The rest of them were paper, and I like the paper better, and I like the size of the other ones better. I'm not sure what made her change that, but just my 2 cents. And this next one is Alex Toussaint. If you are on my TikTok, you know I love taking an Alex class. He is a Peloton instructor. I know he does the bike. Yeah, the bike. And I think he starts to dabble in the tread. So I can't wait to read this book. And then the last thing is Hearth and Hand. Y'all know I love that line. They have a little ABC puzzle that I thought was super cute. So snap that one. So now we're about to get into some things that I didn't even know that Target had. Like the other things, I'm not surprised, but this stuff really surprised me. This pegboard, I bought a pegboard system from IKEA last year to put in my office, and I really loved it. But I'm really happy to know that Bright Room, which is a fantastic company, I love Bright Room stuff. There's a couple of Bright Room stuff actually in this video. I love that they have this, and it's pretty affordable. So that was really exciting. The next thing that you're gonna see is like this, I'm gonna call it a bar cart. That's definitely not what it is, but that's what I'm gonna consider it as. So it really makes me think about like a workbench. Like if you have a Cricut and you have vinyl and storage and all of this good stuff, you could like, hey, let your little leaflet out, get your stuff worked on, store it, put it away. I'm not as comfortable with this price point. You could build something for half the price and have something permanent and on wheels. I've actually done it before. Probably even more, probably like 60 to 70% off of this price. That is really expensive, and I guarantee you that it is not gonna hold up over time. Okay, this next thing is short and it's sweet and it's simple. Once again, Bright Room. And it's like those little things that you use. The first thing I thought of was like crayon organizers. Just to like help with your activity room or playroom, or if you do homework and you need to store pencils and crayons and markers and glue. Like this is just an easy chill caddy. Or you could go to the Dollar Tree and probably find a smaller version of this for like $1.25. Whatever your pick is. I really like the handle. I like the placements of the things, like the squares, and I think it's cute. And when it comes to dirt cheap, I will probably definitely buy it. This next thing, I'm gonna call it a Lazy Susan. There is this creator that I follow. Her name is Kyra Edwards. She bought something like this, but it was the clear version. I also have the clear version for my spices and our spice cabinet. I just really like the mesh look. I like the fact that it was like round and it spins. The first thing I think of is putting pens and markers for everybody who loves stationery and pens as much as I do, and you can put it at the end of your desk and just swivel it around. I don't know, for some reason the fact that it's black, it just makes it look sleek and chic. So I really like that. Catch me on the right day. You will definitely be coming home with me. So this next item is a mindful journal. I really enjoyed the price point. I almost bought it in store, but I have an entire section of notebooks that I really need to go through, and I told myself that I wasn't gonna buy any more until I used up majority of them. Actually, yesterday I went and looked at my work journal, and it will be like empty in probably like a month. And so I was kind of like plotting and scheming on the next one that I'm gonna pick. And so I was like, well, let me use 2 or 3 more before I purchase another one. Even though this is not completely empty, it has like guided things. It's a really simple, like, I would probably say like a cross between a gratitude journal and like a to-do list type journal. I really like tapered candles. I just like the way it makes the space look. I think that they're just really simple and it adds a lot to your space. And when I saw these, I thought, oh my goodness, I need this. The issue is, once again, it's $8, and I don't know if one would be, like, by itself would be super cute, but maybe because of the shape, maybe it could be. It just looked really different, really unique. And so I was like, sure. You're being added to my list. Now, these. Now, let me tell you, this is a little strange. When Christmas came out, Sugar Fix put out a lot of earrings. And actually, I think in the things I like from Target Part 2, I showed you guys all of the earrings that they put out. Well, when I went, they had a lot of those earrings 30% off already. And the weird thing is that majority of those earrings looked like Valentine's Day earrings. I thought that maybe they put out Christmas and Valentine's at the same time, but apparently not. And so I've only bought one pair because it was only 30% off. I'm hoping that sooner rather than later, the rest of them will be off. It's just weird because it's like those ones that you know were Christmas, they already went 70, and then there was this group that went 30, and there's not any sales on earrings right now, and it's only Sugar Fix. So even though when I was looking, I saw these, which these were not on sale, these are very much brand new. And I think these are super cute. So they come with the red, and then they have another version that's just with that light pink. When they go 50, 70, definitely buying those. So we are in the season of children growing out of clothes, and my 4-year-old has grown out of her 3T rain jacket. And so I'm not buying a 4T. I'm going to buy a 5T. I actually think when I got the 3T, she was in I guess she was in a 2T. Well, that wasn't the smartest decision. But I've already put it in a pile to go sell to consignment. And so I saw this cute little jacket in the store, and I said, There's also one from Walmart that I saw that I thought was cute, and it was $13.98. It's kind of like a little monochromatic moment. So it'll be between this one and that one because there is definitely a $7 difference. And I like to watch my coins. So I have made it a habit when I go to Target to go look in the book section. Like, usually I would like skim it, but like actually sitting and taking time to look in the section and seeing what they have. A lot of times I would go and just buy a book. Probably 2 years ago, I would just go buy a book and then let it sit on my shelf, and then I'll decide to read it or not decide to read it. And so probably 6 months ago, I said I was going to be really intentional about what I'm buying, especially books. Because usually when you read a book, you don't pick up and read it again. And I would literally just be buying it to keep in my collection for research purposes, but also to share with other people. So I need to be mindful of my budget for that. So I take some time in the book department to see what they have, and use my library app, the Cloud Library app, to see if we have it on audio or even as an ebook. And so I was in the cookbook section and I saw this book, and I didn't think about the person. I only read Melissa Urban because I was typing it into the app, and I was really attracted to it because it was like book about boundaries. So I'm thinking self-help. And then I looked it up, and her name and all of the Whole30 books came up, which I did Whole30 several years ago. And so that surprised me. So, And then my last thing on my list today is these Alani protein bars. Could not wait to get home to eat them. I like to have things for sugar that's under 10 grams, and it has a good amount of protein in there, and they're actually really good. The only thing is only 4 bars, and I paid $6.99 for it. So I hope you guys like this video of the things that I like currently at Target, and I hope y'all come back. Bye.